Franklin was thinking of me when he took the string and the cotton the key and whisked the through him by. Every turkey in the world was electrified. Turkey in the straw, turkey in the hay, turkeys in the grass, picking away. Now the old gobbler, he's satisfied, cause he's got his pickers all electrified.
David, it's always a pleasure to have you on the show. My good friend, Mr. David Morris over here, picking guitar and singing, and there ain't an instrument that you can't play.
No, okay. Just strings now, just strings.
Stringed instruments. So it would be easier for me to tell you folks what he actually don't play instead of what he does, because he plays guitar, fiddle, mandolin, banjo, bass, dulcimer, steel guitar.
Just strings. Mostly a fiddle player and a guitar player like this guy.
But if it's got a string on it, he can play it. David, you and I go way back, buddy. We've had a good time playing music through the years. You've always been a good friend and have taught me a whole lot on music, but they don't want to hear me talk. Well, how about we pick? What we got next on her?
How about an old Waylon Jennings song?
Oh, I like old
Go
Waylon.
something like this.
All right, let's hear it.
Everybody knows you've been stepping on my toes, and I'm getting pretty tired of it. You've been stepping out of line and messing with my mind. If you had any sense, you'd quit. And ever since you were a little bitty teeny girl, you said I was the only man in this whole world. But now you better do some thinking, then you'll find you got the only daddy that'll walk the line. Oh yeah. Keep on working every day and all you wanna do is play. Tired of staying out all night. I've been coming unglued by your funny little moods. Honey, baby, that ain't right. And ever since you were just a teeny weeny girl, you said I was the only man in this whole world. But now you better do some thinking, then you'll find you got the only daddy that'll walk the line. I think I know one more verse.
Let's hear it.
You keep packing up my clothes and nearly everybody knows that you're still just putting me on. And when I started walking, I could hear you start squawking and begging me to come back home. 'Cause ever since you were just a little teeny girl, you said I was the only man in this whole world. And now you better do some thinking, then you'll find you got the only daddy that'll walk the line. Yes, you got the only daddy that'll walk the line. She ain't gonna do me that way no more, y'all. Let's do another song I know. If y'all have a dance partner, now's the time to get out on that floor. You can dance, ever dance with the guy who gives you the eye, let him hold you tight. You can smile, ever smile for the guy that holds your hand beneath the pale moonlight. Oh, but don't forget who's taking you home, and in his arms you're gonna be. Oh, darling, say the last dance for me. Yes, I know that the music's fine, like sparkling wine. Go and have your fun, dance and sing. But while we're apart, don't give your heart to anyone. And don't forget who's taking you home, and in his arms you're gone. dance. Go and carry on till the night is gone and it's time to go. If he asks if you're all alone, can he take you home? You must tell him no. And don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. Oh, darling, save the last dance for me. Yeah, sweet darling, save the last dance for me. Yeah, nice job.
Great job. I totally faked that. I know everybody can tell.
I thought it sounded real.
David and I, we just like to jam, don't we?
Oh yeah.
And I don't always know what I'm doing when we get together, but we always have fun.
I don't either.
And we always fake our way through it. But fun is the main part, right?
Oh yes.
And I hope you guys out there are having fun. If you have an instrument, for this show, we call this show Happy Jams because we try to play upbeat, fun kind of music and have inspiration and comedy. But we also, during all these songs going on, David, on the bottom of the screen, they'll see the lyrics. They can sing along. They even have chords over top of the lyrics. So if you play an instrument, you can play right along with us. So we want everybody out there to be a part of the show if they would like to. Or you can just sit back and enjoy listening to me fake my way through all these fiddle parts. Thanks for being on the show, David.
I'm having a good time already.
We a lot of times in these shows, we like to, of course, do some good old classic tunes, but also do a little comedy now and then. And I'm glad you picked this song. Actually, when you and I were talking the other day about doing something funny for the show or a funny song, we didn't mention this song, but later on after we got off the phone, I thought, you know what, David, I've always loved your version of the Old Slewfoot. Oh, Slewfoot. Now,
all right,
if you guys or girls out there listening right now have never heard this song, you need to, of course, the lyrics will be up, so you need to pay attention to the story of this song. It's a fun tune. I'm not going to run it for them and tell them it all, but how about we just jam and
all
play
right,
a little bit
let's
of
do a little
Old
kickoff,
Slew.
something like this, like they might do in Nashville.
All right. Woo! Come on, son.
Now high on the mountain, tell me what do you see? Bear tracks, looking back at me. Better get your rifle, boy, before it's too late, 'cause the big bear's got the little pig and headed for the gate. He's big around the middle and he's broad across the rump, running 90 miles an hour, taking 30 feet a jump. Ain't never been caught, he ain't never been treed. Some folks say he's a lot like me. Take one now. Woo! I saved up my money and I bought me some bees. They started making honey way up in the tree. I cut down the tree, but the honey is all gone. Old Slewfoot's done made himself at home. He's big around the middle and he's broad across the rump, running 90 miles an hour, taking 30 feet a jump. Ain't never been caught, he ain't never been treed. Some folks say he's a lot like me. I'm gonna try one.
Go ahead, hit it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Can everybody hear me all right? There's another verse to this song. I'm gonna have to reach way back to find it.
Way back.
Well, now winter's coming on and it's 40 below. The creek froze over, so where can he go? We'll chase him up a gully and we'll rub him in the wheel. We'll shoot him in the bottom just to listen to him yell. He's big around the middle and he's broad across the rump, running out
exactly the way I remember you doing it. Just crazy and fun.
That was a ride now.
I love it though. That's always been a favorite of mine. Actually, that's the first time I ever heard it was you doing the song.
No kidding.
Yeah, now who recorded that? Several
Somebody
people,
way back in the mountains. No, I don't know. That's an old traditional song, and I learned it from a bluegrass book.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then I heard Buck Owens do it.
Yeah, I think I've heard Buck's. You're a big Buck Owens fan.
Yeah.
I think I heard his version of it because I knew some country singers had done it, but you're the first person I ever heard do it. And
I didn't know that.
When I heard that song and you do that, that became one of my favorites, and I always love to hear David do the old Slewfoot.
I like it too.
So what we got next? Oh yeah, so as a lot of you all know, been watching these shows, we love to besides some good old classic music and comedy, we like to throw a little inspiration in there as well. So I asked David to pick out a song. Tell us about this.
So this is a psalm from the Bible, Psalm 23, which speaks of the Lord guiding us and being our shepherd throughout our life. And so the refrain of this song says, I shall live in the house of the Lord all the days of my life. So we trust in our Lord who told us that He's making a house for us, a room in the mansions of our next life. So I hope you like it. I shall live in the house of the Lord all the days of my life. I shall live in the house of the Lord all the days of my life. The Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want. In verdant pastures He gives me repose. Beside restful waters He leads me. He refreshes my soul. I shall live in the house of the Lord all the days of my life. And He guides me in right paths for His name's sake. Even though I walk in the dark valley, I fear no evil. With You at my side, with Your rod and Your staff that give courage to me, I shall live in the house of the Lord all the days of my life. Only goodness and kindness follow me all the days of my life. And I shall dwell in the house of the Lord for years and years to come. I shall live in the house of the Lord all the days of my life.
Fantastic job, David.
Thank you.
Fantastic job. I love listening to the lyrics of this song and just being able to play along.
Yeah, it's wonderful. It's so comforting.
Yes, absolutely. Such a prayer in our lives. So, well, you got another one picked out called These Hands?
Yeah.
I'll try to add a few little ditties in here with you, but I'm going to let you have it, buddy.
Oh, we're all going to do
Try
this
not to
together.
mess it up.
So I hope you like this. It's called These Hands. These hands ain't the hands of a gentleman. These hands are calloused and old. And these hands raised a family. These hands built a home. Now these hands raised to praise the Lord. never alone. If these hands filled their task, then what more could one ask? For these fingers have worked to the bone. And now don't try to judge me by what you like to be, for my life ain't been much success. While some people have power, but still they grieve, while these hands brought me happiness. Now I'm tired and I'm old, and I ain't got much gold. Maybe things ain't been all that I planned. God above, hear my plea. When it's time to judge me, take a look at these hard working hands. Yes, God above, hear my plea. When it's time to judge me, take a look at these hard working hands.
Oh, yeah. Oh, another good one, David.
That's a good Hank Snow song.
Man, I had never heard that one before.
Yeah, I just learned it recently. That thing's gonna get away from you.
It just about did, didn't it? I think it's saying, leave me alone, Randy, and grab something else to play.
I tell you what, grab a guitar.
I will.
We'll do Wabash Cannonball.
All right, that sounds good.
So,
All right, so David, thank you so much for being on the show today. We've had a blast.
yeah, I did too. I enjoyed being with y'all.
Thank you so much. Now, you got a good song. They probably never heard of this one called the Wabash Cannonball.
Oh yeah, this tune here was written by Roy Acuff down in Nashville, Tennessee, and so we're gonna pick a little bit of here. Start with the fiddle, little train song. Now she came down from Birmingham on a cold December day. As she pulled into the station, you could hear the people say, "There's a gal from Tennessee. She's long and she's tall. She's a combination known as the Wabash Cannonball."
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's a Benny Martin lick right there now.
So is this. It's a little bit rougher. From the great Atlantic Ocean to the wide Pacific shore, to the great old global mountains, to icebound at her door. She's mighty tall and handsome and known quite well by all. She's a combination known as the Wabash Cannonball. So listen to the jingle, the rumble and the roar, as she rides across the woodland through the hills and by the shore. Hear the mighty rush of that engine, hear that lonesome bus wall. She travels through the jungles on the Wabash Cannonball.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mr. David Morris, y'all.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was. That's it, Hoss.
Killer.
We're good.